Welcome to the United States District Court for the Western District of New York CMECF e-filing training video for pro se representation. My name is Nicole and I'll be walking you through the first half of this video, and then my colleague John will take over. Let's get started. When representing yourself in federal court, your most valuable online resource will be the pro se self-representation section of our website found here at www.nywd.uscourts.gov. Since you have already been granted e-filing access as a pro se party, your case is already opened. However, if you click on Opening Your Case checklist, it will bring you over to two very important resources that you'll look to frequently for help and information. One being the Pro Se Information Notice, and the other being the Pro Se Litigation Guidelines. The Pro Se Information Notice gives an overview of important points regarding representing yourself in federal court and should be reviewed. Under Pro Se Forms, you can also utilize this list of fillable forms for your convenience or as a reference point for formatting your own documents. Here is an example of one of our fillable forms for a non-prisoner complaint form. You most likely won't need this form at this point, but this is a good example of how the forms will look. The Pro Se Assistance Program section gives an overview of a service that's available in both our Buffalo and Rochester courthouses and the dates and times that there are volunteers available for questions from pro se litigants. The following slides are a brief overview of the Pro Se Handbook and the local rules of civil procedure. The guidelines answer frequently asked questions and address various topics that may arise during the course of your litigation. They can help you when you have questions such as, what happens next? And can I submit a document and when? The local rules are the procedures that must be followed throughout the course of your litigation. Because they work for the court, which is impartial to any party, employees of the United States District Court, Western District of New York, are unable to give legal advice of any kind. Therefore, if you are in need of assistance, the Pro Se Litigation Guidelines and the local rules of civil procedure are a great place to start. Please feel free to write into or call the Clerk of Court's office anytime to request a courtesy copy of either guides to be sent to you. The Pro Se Guidelines can be found on the Western District of New York website at www.nywd.uscourts.gov under the Pro Se Self-Representation banner. The Pro Se Handbook is available under the Self-Help Manual Pro Se Litigation Guidelines section on our public website. It's a valuable resource to all pro se litigants and should be reviewed. Here's a snapshot of the handbook for pro se litigants. Thank you for following along with me. My colleague John is now going to narrate the rest of this video for you.
Thank you, Nicole. My name is John, and together we will finish review of the Pro Se Representation Training video. On this screenshot of the home page of the Western District of New York website, you will see the highlighted tab entitled Clerk's Office. Under this tab, you will find a wealth of useful information. Some of the information you will find are the addresses and contact information for the Buffalo and Rochester offices. Additionally, you will find policies, news, and announcements from the clerk's office, as well as information about fee schedules, finance and accounting, PACER, and local and federal rules. Take time to review the attachments so you fully understand the rules of the road of the court. Let's take a brief look at the Administrative Procedures Guide for electronic filing. The guidelines explain everything you need to know about utilizing the court's electronic filing system. The guidelines cover registration for electronic filing, how to obtain and maintain your username and password, and other important information you'll need to know. Additionally, you will want to review the local rules of civil procedure. This booklet will answer most of your questions. Use the local rules of civil procedure as a guideline for litigating your case in federal court. This slide is an example of the important information you will find in the local rules. This booklet, along with the Pro Se Guidelines booklet, will educate you and help you in a step-by-step process to overcome the learning curve and ultimately assist with the litigation of your case. If you are a pro se litigant in need of legal advice, please leave a message at one of the following numbers. A representative will return your call, conduct an intake, and schedule a telephone appointment with a volunteer attorney. In Buffalo, please call area code 716-847-0662, extension 340. In Rochester, please call area code 585-295-5709, or you may apply for assistance online at legalhelprochester.com. It's important to remember to use the resources provided by the court to educate yourself. On behalf of Nicole and myself, we hope you enjoyed this video, learned something from it, and found it helpful.